What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of my Ultimate General Civil War Strategy Guide. Today we're dealing with Newport news. And on this one, I like to start off with 3 brigades of infantry only. No cannon are coming with me because they're kind of pointless, as you're going to be getting reinforcements that include 2 cannons. And the amount of damage they actually do is kind of minimal. Not great. Basically, what you got to do in this battle, use skirmishers to kind of slow them down until all their reinforcements come. Use cavalry to flank and stuff like that. Now, I get kind of stupid with the cavalry in this one, and not my best use of them. And especially towards the end, I really take a hit on poor old Stewart's cav there, and he regrets it. You know, he's pissed. He's not sending a Christmas card to my family this year, I can assure you. So what I'm trying to do right now is just lure their main army instead of these stupid skirmishers towards these woods so that I can get some hits on them. And he's starting with 1,100 men there in each of his brigades, 1,150 men roughly. And see, that's what I'm talking about. This cavalry unit here, I am not doing good with poor old Stewart. But this infantry unit, I'm trying to sneak them up to get some shots, but they keep coming with their skirmishers just to aggravate me. But it did draw him out of the woods. He was trying to flank me. He saw me moving up to hit his guns in a good defensive position. Now he sees my guys fortified in there at that farm. I pull up Kemper. Let's get some shots in him and start moving everybody else south. Because his other army will be coming soon. Cavalry. Okay, let's talk about mounted infantry real quick and how they can be a pain in your ass. So, if you tell them to fire on someone, they move about as fast as a turtle. I promise you that. If you tell them just to move through someone, they will move quickly. Their turning speed is what I'm getting at. So he came in there with 1,100 men. He's walking out with about 950. And with that, I'm pulling back my main army 900. I saw that. So my main army, I'm going to go ahead and pull them all back to the town. He's got this cavalry here. We're going to try to get Stewart and his 200 cavalrymen back and hide them behind, because our reinforcements are coming soon. Poor Siegfried is going to be taking the brunt of this, unfortunately. And here they come rushing immediately with 2 large 1,100-man brigades. Kemper takes a few flanking shots, but end up getting him out of town just in time. Their entire army is now marching. So here we get our reinforcements, and what you want to do with them is split them in half. You get 4 units here. I like to send 2 left, 2 right, and both my cannons are going to the left. I use the road to get them there as fast as possible. If not, they will crawl through those woods, and artillery does not go through woods well. So the 2 on the right, I want to kind of hide a little bit until the time comes. Because if they don't see them, and what they see is my guys up here in the front. And hopefully they'll rush them, and I'll be able to move up with my infantry and flank them every time. And the best thing you can do is get them caught in this water here. That just puts a hurting on them. My skirmishers, poor guys, are hurt. They're not going to be effective, let's just say that, for anything. So I've got Kemper sitting in the town there. I've got Dole sitting in the town. I got Siegfried on the fortifications. And the only reason I use those fortifications there is because they will come with 3 brigades at a time. And the fortifications give you just enough of a bonus to where he won't rout with the 3 brigades firing him. You know, if that was in the open field, he would rout like crazy. Also skirmishers there to cannon fire in their backs. So here we go. He's going to try to come in from the east now and 2 units he didn't see are just gonna light him up. Doles, I don't know what he's doing, turning. It's confusing. You gotta hold them, but then you don't want to hold them because the charges and stuff, they won't get good shots on them. But if you don't hold them, they'll turn to whatever they think is the biggest threat. And sometimes that threat is not as big as they think it is. Like that guy coming from the east was not a threat to Doles. I mean, I guess to his flank it was, but in general it wasn't. So now we've brought up another infantry unit just to fire on their flank. Now, the funny thing is, if they rout in the water, they will stay in the water and stay routed. So you can turkey shoot these guys. I'm about to make a huge mistake with Stewart's cavalry, and that's because I'm not paying attention. I'm wanting to send them up into the woods so that I can disrupt their artillery fire. You'll see what happens just in the top left corner of the screen. Right there. There's a damn hole. That infantry unit I had routed from earlier was just chilling. And, you know, trying to make some maneuvers. And he wastes poor old Stewart and his cavalry. But I've got them right where I want them now. Siegfried's taken a few too many casualties, but these guys are as good as dead. They're not getting that objective. There's no way in hell that they're getting it. So I'm gonna send this other cav to hit these other this other artillery, and just, you know, anytime you can stop it from firing at you, that's a good thing. Whether or not you actually destroy it, but if you move it back to where it's less effective, especially early game when their guns are, they probably either have 6-pounders or 12-pound Napoleons. The farther away those are, the worse, you know. So they're not going to do near as much damage now. And we see this other guy coming, so we reposition our units because we don't want him hitting our artillery. Because while it's not much with those 6-pound units, it is doing something, you know. And, you know, I realize I'm not using the mod that I usually use with the game. I uninstalled it and went back to the standard mode because most people aren't playing with that. And I wanted this to be for most people. You can see them charging in after my supplies. Man, they love to try and capture supplies. You know, especially the Union. But this battle's over. There's 2 minutes left in it. And I appreciate you guys watching. You can look at the stats afterwards here. It's 3-to-1 casualties, which is what you want anytime you're in a battle. I could have let it go, but why? So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time where we tackle the first battle of Bull Run. Later.